Hey, I'm Andra, and in today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make this adorable butterfly cardigan size 0 to 6 months. If you want to make this cardi for a child older than 6 months, you can find the digital download PDF in my Etsy shop. That one goes up to 14-year-olds. You will start by following the chart link either from the description box if you are on YouTube or from the bio if you are on TikTok. You have two options. Either open it on your computer or open it on your phone. When you first open the link, this is what you're going to see on your computer. You're going to need to get closer. So you're going to click this zoom button right here. Click fit into view. And then you can scroll down where your very first row is. The next button you're going to click is this progress tracker, which will show you the location of your current row. So here you can go to your very first row. Then you click this bottom panel button and you're going to click this mode button right here until you get this view. Here you can control the size of your font. And you can click those arrows to go up or to go down in your chart. So this is what it looks like when you're opening the app on your phone. Pinch with your fingers and make the diagram smaller, just like you would with a regular picture. Go to those three lines on the left corner and click Progress Tracker. And it's going to automatically go to your first row there. You're going to go where it says One Change. Then you're going to click More. You're going to click Legend. And then you're going to click the bottom button. And then you're going to click this middle one here. And you're going to click that a few times until you get this. Now, here are the Tapestry rules. First, let's see how to read the bottom inscriptions. That arrow over here, that shows us the direction of the row. In this case, for row 12, it goes from left to right. Where it says row 12, that indicates which row we are working currently. The WS means we are on the wrong side. If we had RS here, it would have meant we are on the right side. The number is actually the number of stitches, and the color is our yarn color. So if we were to read this from 3 to 5, we have 3 in brown, 3 in white, 3 in brown, 2 in pink, 3 in brown, 1 in pink, and 5 in brown again. The second rule is that each block is a single crochet stitch. So in this case, if we look at the bottom inscription, it says 10 blocks in brown. That means we're going to have 10 single crochets in the background color. An extra block at the beginning or end of the row means you will work an increase, that is 2 single crochets in the same stitch, in the first or last stitch of that row, plus 2 or more stitches on the right side. That means you will work a foundation single crochet for that amount of stitches. Or if you have plus 2 or more stitches on the wrong side, you will chain that amount of stitches plus 1 turning chain. And then you will single crochet as usual. One less block at the beginning or end of the row means you will work a decrease in either the first or the last stitch of that row. A decrease means single crochet 2 together. 2 or more blocks less at the beginning or end of the rows means you will work as shown below. Minus 2 or 3 stitches on the right or wrong side, you will work decreases for that amount of stitches. Minus 4 or more stitches on the right side, you will leave those stitches unworked. You will carry your yarn every stitch. You will always look one row above to see how much you need to carry the yarn you're not working with. The light pink one or the white one, you will carry inside 1 stitch up in the rows. Now let's see how to attach new yarn, how to change colors, how to carry our non-working yarn inside the stitches of our working yarn, how to work a foundation single crochet, and how to work the edge around each panel. Here are the tools you'll need as well as the gauge. Depending on our age group, we're each going to start at a different row because I'm making the 0-6 month age group as an example. I'm going to start with row 52. But before I actually do row 52, I need to do a chain row, like a base row. So I'm going to look at my stitches. I'm going to need 4 plus 24 plus 14 stitches. That is 42 stitches. So we're each going to chain the number of stitches we need plus 1 turning chain. Let's do this. We're going to start with a slip knot and then our actual chains. I will meet you back when you have the right number of chains that you need. And here are my 43 chains. You will work your foundation chains in your background color. I forgot to mention that. Now, we're going to skip the first chain, and in the second one, we're going to start working our single crochets. I have 4 in the background color. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So do however many stitches you need to do for your age group. Now, in order to switch colors, let me get a little bit closer. There are these 2 loops, this one and this one over here. And we're going to put our hook through both of these. So this one and the other one. Like that. And we're going to bring in our new color. Just place it on top of your hook like that and pull it through. And pull the old color back. Now, because I started my first row of this panel on the wrong side, this tail here, I'm going to place it in front of my work. However, if you started on the right side of your work, you're just going to leave this tail to the back of your work. Another thing that I need to tell you is that this yarn, the background yarn, you're going to carry it with you inside the pink stitches. You do this by going into the chain like that and then placing your background color on top and then just working regularly, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, working the single crochet like this. So let's do a few stitches together. I need to do 24 because I want to show you something. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, let's do 5, and check this out. So on the side that we're working on, everything looks right. But if we turn our work, we notice that it kind of clumped here, our yarn that we carried through the stitches. So every time you finish the stitches with one color, you're going to pull the other color like this, really tight, so that everything looks neatly on both sides. So I'm going to keep working my 24 single crochets in pink, and I will be back with further instructions. Okay, so I have my 24 stitches here, and now I need to switch back to my background color. I do have one observation here. We're going to look one row above this because I don't know whether I should just drop my pink color or if I need it further down the row here. And looking at my diagram, I do need it almost up until the end of the row. I will need to carry my pink color up until that point. So always check one row above. The other thing that I wanted to mention is that if you no longer need the pink, if you are on the right side, you're going to leave the pink behind. But if you are on the wrong side like me, you're going to bring this to the front of your work. So always be mindful whether you are on the right or on the wrong side, whether you need to carry your yarn through the stitches or not. Let's go into those loops here and bring the other color in. And like I said, I'm going to carry my pink up until the last 3 stitches of the row. So I have 1, 2, this is my 14th stitch. Let's move on to row 2. Let's chain 1. We're always going to chain 1 at the end of any row and we're going to turn. So for me, it's 3 single crochets in the background color. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. 1, 2, and 3. And then I need to switch colors. So again, I'm going to go into my loops there and pull my yarn through, pull the other one back, and work it inside the stitches. So I only have actually stitch because I only have 1. And then I switch again. And I have 5 in this color. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And before I switch again, I'm going to look to the back and pull on this one to make sure it's tight. And then I have 4 in pink. All the while I'm carrying my non-working yarn into the stitches of my working yarn. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then I switch again and I have 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull this one and then switch again, and I have 20 in this color. 1, 2, 3, and I will meet you back once I have 20 stitches with this color. Okay, so I have my 20 stitches, and look, there's a little bit of clumpiness in the back, so I'm going to pull on my background yarn. All is nice and tight. And I noticed something. I am on the right side now of the work, and yet I have this tail on here. I forgot to bring it to the back, so I'm just going to bring this one to the back. Always be mindful where you are, and right now I am on the right side, so nothing should be on this side. all the yarn tails and the nastiness is going to be on the wrong side. And now I'm going to switch to my background color again, and of course I'm going to have only one stitch. We're going to look one row above, and we notice that we no longer need to carry our pink. So because I'm on the right side, I'm just going to leave this to the back there, and I'm just going to do one single crochet in my next stitch, and then I need to switch to light pink and actually add that color in because we don't have it. So let's go ahead and do that. And this one here. Again, the yarn tail is going to be to the back because I am on the right side, and I'm going to carry my background color, of course, through this one. And then I'm going to switch back and pull this one to the back because, again, I'm on the right side. And I need to work 3 more stitches. But we notice that we only have 2 left. And we have an extra box in our diagram. That means that in this last stitch, I'm not going to work 1 single, but I'm going to work 2. So I have 1 and 2 here. So 1 and 2. Chain 1 and turn. Another observation now. We notice that we have like tangled yarns here. I recommend that you untangle your yarns every row because it will get really messy if you don't. So what I do is just I grab one of my yarn balls, like usually the pink one, and I just untangle. Okay, and then let's see this one. Oh my god, it just fell. Okay, so I take this one and untangle it with this one, and we're okay. Now, I only have one more observation for the next row, and then we will meet at the middle of the diagram where we have more than 1 stitch less or more to show you what you need to do then. And let me move on to my next row here. We notice that we don't have any increases, no extra blocks at the beginning, so we won't have an increase, and that I have 6 stitches in the same background color. So I'm just going to go ahead and do 1, 2, 3. And when I reach this, although we don't have any light pink or white stitches in this row, I will still carry this one with me into the next stitch. So I'm just going to place it on top of my hook and work it inside my next stitch, because you will need it sometimes and you won't need it other times, and when you don't need it, you just carry it 1 stitch up. That is pretty much it, and I will see you at the middle of the diagram. I'm at row 75, and there are 2 less boxes here in the diagram. So that means I'm going to have 2 less stitches by the end of this row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 and 8. Now, for the next row, we're going to chain 1, turn, and we notice that we have 3 less stitches here. So that means that we're going to do 3 decreases. So that is over these first 2, it's 1, over the next two it's 2, over the next two it's 3. So 3 decreases, and then we just follow along with the pattern. And I will meet you back once this row is finished. So I just finished row 76, and now I'm going to go back, and because there are 5 stitches that we need to decrease, we cannot do decreases. So if you have 2, 3 decreases, you go ahead and do that. But if there are 5 stitches less, 4 or 5 stitches less, then you just don't work those stitches. You leave them unworked on the wrong side. So we are going to be on the wrong side because I will be turning and I will leave those 5 stitches unworked, and then you just continue as normal. So this is when you are working the left panel and you do the decreases. Now for the increases for the other panel, the right one, you will need to remember how to do the foundation single crochet. Because I already worked that panel, I'm just going to work here and then I will undo. Let's say we need 4 extra stitches. We're going to chain 2, and then I'm going to grab this loop and the one that you see behind there. So those 2, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then yarn over, pull through just 1 loop, and this is going to be our chain at the base of the single, and then you're going to work your single. And that is our first foundation single. For the next one, we're going to go ahead and grab this and the one behind. So again, you're going to yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, and that's our single stitch, and so on. So just grab this loop and the one behind it, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, and you keep doing this for as many stitches as you need. That is pretty much it for this part of the tutorial. I'm done with all of my rows. I just worked the final one. And now I'm not going to cut the yarn. I'm just going to start working a single crochet edge. And the way we do this is we chain 1, and then you see you have a bump and not a bump and not a bump. You're going to work 2 single crochets in the corners, so here and here, and you're just going to work 1 single crochet in each of those holes. So here, 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 here. Let me demonstrate. So we're gonna go, also get closer here. We're gonna go in this hole here and we're gonna work 2 single crochets there. And then in this hole here, this one, we're gonna work another single crochet, and in the hole next to it, another single crochet, this one, and we keep doing this. So right there, in the hole next to it, you keep doing this all around, and when you reach this part where you have chains, you're just going to work 1 single in each chain, and then on this other side you're still going to be working in those holes. And this is pretty much it. For the front left panel, you're going to work from row 1 up until row 46, and then continue with a single crochet edge. For the back panel, you're going to work from row 1 up until the last one, row 97, and then continue with a single crochet edge. To connect the panels together, you're simply going to sew or crochet them together along the green lines. I do have a preferred method of doing this. Just click the link here and you will see the mattress stitch. That's so good. For the neckline, you will work a simple double crochet row ribbing along the green line that also works as buttonholes. Start on the left panel with a chain 1, single crochet in the same stitch, half double crochet in the next stitch, and continue working in the back panel stitches. Continue with the right panel up to the last 2 stitches where you work half double crochet, single crochet, then chain 1 to secure and fasten off. Sew the buttons on the preferred front panel and you are done. Congrats! Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe or follow if you crocheted the cardi and enjoyed the video. I will see you in the next one.